afternoon, everyone. Steve Georgie here from Allendale's trading floor, September 4th. First trading session of the month, and gotten the markets hyped up again as far as grains. A lot of guys making the comparison late last week that this day last year we ended up seeing a sharp decline as we got into September. Well, kind of saw the opposite early on today. Beans were strong, ended up closing November beans up about 11 3/4 cents. Corn up about 5.5 today, and wheat steadied a little bit lower. But guys still expecting to see some lower yields coming in out there. We've got a report out next week from USDA, and still expecting to see tighter ending stocks. So we'll see if that is the case. I do want to go ahead and thank everybody out there that had participated in our yield survey. We had a record participation here this year. It was our 23rd annual, and I want to thank everybody for doing that. And we released our findings this morning, looking at about a 118.2 for corn and a 34.9 in the beans as far as yields. And I think that's what the market's trying to trade right in here. So we'll see what happens. We've got a couple other firms releasing numbers, one tomorrow, another one out on Friday. So we'll see if the market's got any other reaction to that or what kind of yields they're looking at as well. But those potentially could be some market movers as well. We've got to pay attention to some support areas, especially in corn and beans. If we take out 17 again there on the beans, but the time frame that we've seen, or the timing as we move forth in the next few weeks, as guys get in the field and get harvested, and we see harvest move along at a faster clip, we do seasonally see some kind of a setback, and we still may end up doing that. I know looking at guys have gotten away from looking at good to excellent ratings. It's already past that time. They were unchanged today. But we are 10% harvested now for corn. Guys were expecting about 10 to 12, so came in right there. We were 5% last week. Not a big change. But like I said, a couple of things that we've got to pay attention to this week. First is the exports. Export sales. Are we going to find anything this week? Are we going to find demand come back? We most likely won't. At least not as in a big enough way that's going to affect the markets. We did have Japan in buying some corn this morning, but the market didn't react to that at these levels. So we've got to be careful. We've got some reasons to go up, yet the market's not doing it. So be careful in the grains. I do suspect overnight, I wouldn't be surprised maybe to see a little bit of a pullback, more of a turnaround Tuesday type attitude here on a Wednesday this week. So I do look for maybe a little bit lower opening here for the overnight session. Some of the other markets, the dollar up about 13.5, with crude oil breaking back about $1. And crude oil and the energies are pulling back now that we're past the long weekend. But we're still solidly above that $90 mark for crude. And as long as we can hold that, you still have the bulls in the market still thinking we've got some upside yet there as well. As far as livestock, fat cattle today up about 27 cents. Box beef supporting things. Choice up about 95. Select up $1.54 for the midday prices. So helping support that. Also, what's helping support the cattle market is the cash trade we saw last week. Kind of surprised people, steady, maybe a little better as far as that cash trade. So this week looking for steady, maybe a little better as well. As far as hogs, down about 17. We still are struggling to find any strength here for hogs, at least for now. We've got a big oversupply at this point. But that oversupply could become more of a deficit in the next few weeks as these things, as we see hogs continue to show up for slaughter. But as we get into the next couple weeks, a couple things we've got to be aware of on hogs is we also seasonally get a little bit of a recovery. October is National Pork Month, and we do get some buying here ahead of that. So maybe we can see us kind of stabilize in here on these hogs, maybe work a little bit higher once we get through the supply issue that we currently have. So a lot of information today, guys. Markets are going to be pretty wild this week, so stay in touch with us. Give us a call with questions that you have at 800-262-7538, or check us out on the web, allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys had a great day today, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.